See my thumbnail. I have a little story to tell you guys before I go to my bed. I'm here watching all what taking place in Jamaica, and I remember how I got robbed one night going home from work. So I said, let I come on here and share it with you guys. Yes, guys. So I usually work at this fast food restaurant, popular fast food restaurant. At the time I was a supervisor. That restaurant was on Content Spring Road. Yes, it's near up to 7th Avenue. It's across from 7th Avenue, right where the stoplight is. A gas station is there. Then the restaurant. Usually be there, then courts. Going back down Alpha Tree side. So I can remember one evening, it was coming up into the Christmas holiday as well. One evening we closed at 10 p.m. I think we close in the nights there. 10 p.m. Because after a certain time, I'm eating grapes after a certain time. Once after 7, up that area get scanty, and cause everybody who work over the malls actually leave for home by 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So I was there. We lock up, as I said, I close at 10 p.m. So I was there, and me and one staff member was there, and we closed and everything, and then we started walking down towards Halfway Tree Road, because we're going to go down that side to get transportation to go home. So when we pass Courts, I want to remember that small plaza right there. What is the name of it? I think, yeah, usually have some guys sell CDs out there, and they sell like clothes and so inside that little plaza there. But I am a person, whenever I'm walking, my eyes are focused all around. In front, I look behind. Every few seconds I get the chance to look, I look across. So me now we were walking down, I had my phone in my top pocket here because I was in a shirt blouse. So my phone was in my top pocket. I have on my handbag with my purse and everything in it. And when we reached at that particular plaza, I don't remember the name of the plaza. I realized 2 guys was coming from the plaza side. So when I realized the 2 guys was coming from the plaza side, and they were coming, but the staff that was beside me not paying me, but I was focusing on them, so I take it out more in the road. So I said, if anything, I can run off. But at the time, I said I don't want to run off because she's beside me, but she's on her phone. My one is in my I have 2 phones because I have a work phone, I have my personal phone on me. So the work phone was in the top pocket and my personal phone was in my bag. So when I realized that the 2 person was coming towards us, I said I wanted to tell her to run, but I can't. Then I took out in the middle of the road now to run, but one of the guys ended up come out in the middle of the road because he realized that I pick up what is going to happen. So I eventually walk up back on the sidewalk because one of them have a gun, and they said, give us what you have. So I said to him, I only have my fear. So he said, where is the phone? I said, I don't have no phone, but due to how they are trying to do it so fast that they don't want anybody else to pass by and see. So he said, give me whatever money I have. So me start going in my bag now, because my purse in my bag. So when me go in my bag now, me open my purse, so in jag out whatever money in it. So that was it. Some of the money left back. He never end up getting none of my phone. I tell you, the phone in my top pocket. Because they can't know some little fool thief for just want to get something for go. So eventually they take the staff phone, whatever money she have or whatever you. So at the time my boyfriend was a policeman. So meanwhile the guy have the gun on me, I turned to him and said, to show you that you see when you're born in the ghetto, you don't fear anything. I said to him that you will regret it. Even my friend was like, she was shocked when I said that. I said, you will regret what you do just now. But meanwhile, even though I'm saying that, I'm trying to pick the face because I want to focus on the person who robbed me. That if anything, I can know the face. So while I was looking at him, he said, what you look at me for? So I said, you're going to regret it. I mean, I stare upon him, forget the focus of his face that I can remember him. So by the time them get that and them run off, I pick my phone and I call my boyfriend and I said to him, I just get robbed. And he said, where? And I tell him. So I will constantly walk down. When we walk down, I have a cousin who always in after tree hanging out. So same time I see him and this big man was there. So I said to him, I just get robbed. So he said, how you get robbed? You come here silent. And I said, him say, how, where them turn? And I tell him, and him say, how them look? And I said, if I come with you and I see them, I can show you. Same time, he had a friend there that had a lighted firearm. So he said to me, come in the car. So when he go in the car, they drive back round on the other side because I tell him that when they rob me, they go back on the next side. Over on the next side. So my cousin say it must be, what kind of lane? Ambrooks Lane boy them or something like that. So the man have a business place on a certain road. So him say, we're going to drive down this road and what have you. So him say, if you see them, you will know them. And I said, yes. As the man turn on his road where his business is the two boy them that bend down. I check money. I check where they rob and all of that. So same time, the man jump out of the car and said, don't move. And I tell you, that was a night, never forget. One piece of shootout in a half a tree between the man and them plus me to call my boyfriend and tell him plus police end up get involved in it. So anyway, that was it. One was at hospital and the police guard and one was in lockup. So they want me to come and wait. And I not even go to testify or anything to say what have you. I never go. So I tell the girl, I tell her, say if you want to go, cause your money is gone and everything. So if you want to go and what have you can go ahead. But as I'm looking on social media and seeing what happened now in Jamaica, I remember one more incident. I coming from work again. That time I'm at the Mullines Road branch and I'm in a bus sitting down. And normally them time, bus come people, them not farming line, everybody bundle up, want to go in the bus, who first can go in to get seat or what have you. And I tell you, one piece of fight who come in at the bus and whatever, but I'm in the bus sitting down and this young man, him in at the middle of them and him going through them pocket me while them a fight who for reach up in the bus and who for what have you in the bus. And the man end up come up in the bus in the crowd. And meanwhile the man I got through them pocket and I take what them for take. When me realize that me and him I make four, it's like he look for me away if he say, if you ever open me a mouth and say anything. I could even say anything. By the bus drive off and the bus go over the stoplight, him stop the bus and come off. So I'm just saying, sometimes people at bus stop, yes, we're tired, we want to go home and all of that. But when you guys bundle up and rush to go in a bus, that is how we get robbed most of the time. Because meanwhile we're rushing and bundle up on who fighting, who must reaching first, who Most what of you, that is the time they get the opportunity to go through our pocket. That is the time they get the opportunity to go through our pockets. I'm just saying, when we're on the road, we have to be alert, be aware. There are parcels coming on to this Christmas season. Next thing, the bikers. Don't take no check from none of them. If you live in a area where it's lonely, don't take any check. Cause the bikers them even come off of the main finding where people live to ride around on those lonely roads where them know so people don't really go back and forth trying to see who's coming out, who's going in to rob that person. So coming on to this Christmas season, you have to be alert, you have to be aware, you have to have your eyes open. When you're going in the bus and you reach home and you figure more than less that somebody got there, they already going through the pocket because they're not fight for going at the post and somebody's there done cleaning out, I got through the pocket, I clean out on the pocket. So the best one to wait on a bus and take on the time and go in at the bus. When the bungle up in a one for going on a bus, only go and get picked. Because pickpocket always there waiting for that crowd to come together that they can get the opportunity to go through you guys' pocket. So you have to be alert. You have to be alert. You have to be aware. When you walk in groups. Walk into groups when you're walking. You don't walk by yourself. Walk into groups. When it reach at certain hours and they're coming from places, you have some people they go in their car, them don't even lock them door. I practice myself, before when I go in my car from home. Once I reach in my car, I maybe not put on my seat belt at the time, but my door is automatically locked. The 4 doors lock. That means the other day I see a young lady get robbed here, and how she get robbed? She were going over one of those hump in the road. So she have to slow down. And that is how she get robbed because her door was not locked. So when you go in your car, the first thing you do, lock your door. It doesn't care how near you're driving. If you're even going 3 minutes away from home, 5 minutes away, you lock your doors. Ensure that your doors are locked. When they come out, ensure. You have some people, they live on their phone. So that get them off focus. You're not focusing because you're focusing on your phone. There's a time and a place for everything. And I tell you people, they are out there, they are looking it, they don't want to work. And they tell themselves, yes, this is, and they start from now. They start from even now. So you have to be alert. You have to be alert. Downtown is another thing. If you don't have to go downtown in no rush, don't go there. Do not go down there. Okay, you'll have your good money and you go down there for go buy. And remember, you come up back without nothing. So prevent is better than cure. If you find yourself with the money, you want to get few things, you get it from now at this time. You get it from early. Because going downtown, that's another thing. That's another thing. I remember somebody wanted to rob me downtown one time. And I have to use my phone and mash up on that person. But it's somebody that I have known. But they were all trying to lure me away to get whatever cash I have. And I was not taking it. I wasn't taking it. And when I start to fight off that person and somebody who there know me and I succumb, that boy run left me. Because he was trying to take me away to take whatever money I have. So when you have to be aware, be alert. You can't be on your phone. You cannot be on your phone each time you go out. You just in your phone. I mean, put down the phone one side until you're at home. Or when you reach secure. If you're in your car, you lock yourself in secure or whatever you. But you have to be alert. You have to be careful. They are out there. They are looking it. They don't want to work. It is their time. The bikers, I don't know what the police can do about those. Those are one of the main people what you're supposed to be alert about. The bikers, they are out there enough at this time. Very enough. The pickpockets, they are out there waiting for you. They are there and they don't care. So I said, as I sit down here, I was on the social media and I see some places getting robbed and all of those things. That can't be avoided. And I see people saying, because the prime minister, listen, we have to take people from out of another country to come here to build business for Jamaica can get jobs. If the prime minister don't fix that, we can't cuss when you have people from out of another country come in trying to build business, because at the end of the day they come in and we're getting jobs. Don't even if them come out and pay with cheap. So at the end of the day, we cannot cuss them out. We have to cuss the prime minister for the country. He's the head. He must know what to do. There's a lot of places and old building in Jamaica what can let down and build up and employ young people. And at the end of the day, some young people, they just don't want to work. They just don't want to work. Their mentality, they grow up, they get things free, they dress, and they're okay. They don't want to work. So at the end of the day, we cannot cuss. When the Chinaman left film country and come in Jamaica, he only try to help you because he's giving us job. When him come with his business from wherever and he comes here, we're getting job. It may be cheap. Them not have no money at that time. But it go both ways. How we deal with them. They deal with us but the same way, because we deal with them on a certain level. Because we just tell ourselves that they are not from Jamaica and they come there want to rule and run things. But we can't blame them. We have to blame the prime minister. He's the one running the country. He is the one who running the country. A lot of factory places down in Jamaica right now, a lot of places factory can build up and employ youths, young people. Listen, it doesn't make no sense at all about you're going to school to get 6 CXC, that and that and that, because at the end of the day, them still don't have no job to give you. When you get them, you have to still go overseas to get a proper job, to earn a proper living for your family. A lot of places down there can build factories. Start out from factories. School, recreational school is not too much in Jamaica for young people who drop out, who do all kind of things. So when we sit and we blame, say, the Chinese them come to take over. No, it's not the Chinese. You have to blame the government. It's your prime minister. If he don't sit and see that, listen, we can take that. There's some, we build some factories and we employ our young people. So we can't blame the Chinese if they come to make investment in Jamaica. They are helping us. They are giving us job. They are bringing in, shipping in things that is cheap and effective that most people live after, because when they go at town, the Chinese store them ever full. Ever full. Ever full. You never see a Chinese store empty. It always packed. So we really and truly cannot blame them. We have to blame our prime minister. He's the one running the country. He's the head of the country. If he don't seize what is needed, who else going to see it? Enough of the big man them out here with their money, them not open no business, you know? No, they're not opening any business. They have their money and they invest it in cars, houses, and when they're ready, they leave and go elsewhere overseas. They don't spend it back in Jamaica. So the country will never be better. And when the Chinese come and place the investment here, at least we get job. Because if them employ 10, it's 10 Jamaican, because they're not carrying any expert workers from China to come there to work. It's the same Jamaicans them working with them. The pay may be cheap, but at the end of the day, They're still doing something good for the country. So we don't blame the Chinese, we blame our prime minister. There's a lot of places that can do factories and employ young people. A lot of old buildings in Jamaica, a lot of land where people, government are war over with people for this and that. Build up some factories, employ some young people, take them off this recreational center, give them some, educate them with something. You have a lot of dropouts. A lot of dropouts is there. Both girls and boys, a lot of dropouts are there. Some get pregnant, some would have want to finish, but they just don't get it. They are not getting the opportunity to go ahead. So meanwhile, the prime minister is there. We don't blame the Chinese them that they are coming in our country to invest. We blame our prime minister. A lot of places there where you can open factories and give young people jobs. Half a loaf is better than one. Yes, half of loaf is better than one. So at the end of the day, when we're cussing out, yeah, them forget rob and all of that. It doesn't look good for the country. It does not look good. If all Chinese supposed to say they're locking down business here in Jamaica to go back to China. Hey, we will suffer the consequence of that because the government not doing nothing good for the country. If all Chinese should lock down business now in Jamaica, with so many of them going down, if everyone come together as a group and say we'll lock down business and going home, you think no Jamaican will have the billionaire or millionaire taking up their money home in business? They're not doing it. So we always have to go get somebody from outside who's going to come in to try and build up the economy and build the country. So we need to stop taking certain those people because at the end of the day, they are still doing something good. They are still doing something good. Because if all Chinese feel like them business and go back at them home, the government not opening the factory and give no young people work, we're going to have more crime rate up. A lot of things are going to happen. But all I'm saying to you guys, be alert, be aware. The bikers are out. The pickpockets are out. Yes, they are out and they are in rampage. It's like it's for them time now. For go earn. It's for them working time now. For the whole from January come down to October, they will stay and them pick 1 and 2 and linger. But now, I feed them Christmas this for go take what them never put on. So we have to be alert. We have to open our eyes. We have to be alert. We have to open our eyes. As I said before in another video, it is very bad for you to work from January come right back down. And at the end of the day, you have a little bonus for it and your little money more you save up all through the year. You go do a little shopping and you make somebody come and take it away. So you have to be alert, guys. Be on the alert, be on the lookout. When you go a bus stop and now wait on the bus and leave a crowd, loud them make them go on. Because 2 or 3 out of them must get robbed. Because the pickpocket they are wait. Because him know say listen. Everybody go rush for going at the bus one time. They are wait for go through the crowd. And I clean everybody pocket. Clean everybody bag. Wholesale again, same way. Sometimes 2 of them at work. You know, look only for man. The female them there too. We don't want to work. The female politics watcher that said the kerosene is there waiting. Sometimes 2 or 3 of them are work together. You know, the wholesale them. So they have to be alert and be on the lookout. So guys, I'm going to my bed now. Tomorrow, I'll see you guys. Have a blessed night. Be careful. Much love to you. I'm at 77 subscribers. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I can't complain. I will not. because a murmur is not good. I have another topic to comment to where somebody make a comment about something that I did. And I'm going to go on that topic tomorrow before I go to work or on my way to work. So guys, have a blessed night. Love you all. Peace out. Bye.